He was the kind of man everyone admired from afar, always smiling, always helping others, always pretending everything was fine. People called him strong, inspiring, even lucky. But what they didn't know was that behind that smile lived a storm that almost broke him. He smiled through his pain, not because he was happy, but because he refused to let the darkness win. Every morning, before the world woke up, he'd sit in silence with a cup of coffee, staring at nothing. That was his only quiet moment before the chaos of life began. His business was failing, his family barely spoke to him, and every night he wondered if his life still had meaning. But still, every day he smiled, because deep down he believed that one day things would make sense again. One day while walking to work, he saw a little boy sitting on the sidewalk crying. The boy had dropped his lunch, and other kids were laughing at him. The man knelt down, offered his sandwich, and said with a soft smile, "Don't cry, buddy. It's just food. You'll have another one tomorrow." The boy smiled back, and for a brief moment, the man felt something he hadn't felt in a long time: peace. That small act of kindness reminded him that even when you're hurting, you can still be the reason someone else smiles. Motivational thought: life will always test you when you least expect it. But pain is not meant to destroy you. It's meant to reveal you. The man began to realize that his smile wasn't fake. It was his way of surviving. Every challenge, every disappointment, every lonely night had built in him a quiet strength the world couldn't see. Weeks passed. His struggles didn't disappear overnight, but something inside him started changing. Instead of asking, "Why me?" he began saying, "Try me." He learned that growth only happens when you stop running from pain and start walking through it. He started writing down one good thing about each day, even if it was small. Had a good cup of coffee, talked to an old friend, made someone laugh. Those little things became his lifeline. Motivational keyword: gratitude. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, it gives it purpose. The man realized that gratitude is like light. The more you practice it, the more darkness it pushes away. His business still struggled, but his attitude didn't. And slowly, opportunities began to appear, not because life suddenly became easy, but because he stopped seeing himself as a victim. One afternoon, his co-worker approached him and said, "You always look so calm. How do you stay positive when everything around you is falling apart?" He smiled and replied, "I stopped fighting what I can't control. Pain doesn't define me. How I react to it does." That one sentence changed everything for her. Later, she told him those words helped her overcome her own battle with depression. And that's the truth about real strength. It's quiet, invisible, and born in the darkest moments. People think motivation means being loud, confident, and unbreakable. But real motivation is waking up when you don't want to, showing up when no one notices, and believing that tomorrow will be better, even if today hurts. Months later, the man received a letter in the mail. It was from that same little boy he helped. The letter said, "Thank you for sharing your sandwich that day. I never forgot your smile. I want to be like you when I grow up." He sat there holding the letter, tears running down his face. That was the moment he finally understood. His pain had never been wasted. It had shaped him into someone who could light the way for others. Motivational keyword: purpose. Pain becomes powerful when it turns into purpose. The man had spent years trying to escape his suffering, but the truth was, his struggles were the very thing that made him valuable. Every person who had hurt him, every failure that had humbled him, every night he cried, all of it had built a foundation of compassion that the world desperately needed. So the next time someone asked him how he managed to smile through his pain, he simply said, "Because I've learned that storms don't last forever, but they do teach you how to dance in the rain." Life lesson: it's okay to fall apart. It's okay to cry. It's okay to not be okay. But don't let pain make you bitter. Let it make you better. Remember, sometimes your silent strength inspires others more than your loud victories ever could. Keep going, keep smiling even when it hurts, because one day someone will thank you for it. If you're going through a hard time right now, remember this: your story isn't over. The pain you feel today might be the seed of the strength you'll need tomorrow. You are not weak for struggling, you're human, and that's what makes your story worth telling. Keep believing, keep fighting, keep smiling through your pain. And if this story touched you, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, because your support helps more stories like this reach the people who need them most.